All the way from Cap City, 518, all the way to NY. We doing it, putting it down for the towns. Yeah, me, yo, Stan. It's like that.
Money Talks.
Alright, you tuned into the GMIX podcast special Halloween edition. We got Halloween coming up this weekend, and in the building I got my homie Boss Bailey.
Yo.
What's up, Boss Bailey? How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
You looking sharp tonight?
Yeah, feel sharp.
Did you kill anybody on the way over here?
Couple people, stopped in a couple alleyways, got some homeless people.
There, so nobody knew they were missing. Gotcha.
Yeah, just some fun.
We're going to start off with a song tonight. Normally I'll do some questions first, but I'm just going to give them an idea of what your music sounds like.
Yeah, they probably want to know.
Alright, let's tell. This one right here is called Stab You. You got a backstory for this record?
No, I hear a lot of 80s rock music. I was just listening to the song. It's a really good song. Steve Miller Band, Abracadabra. And I just heard the song in my head and recorded it, and it's what we got.
Dope. So it's a sample from Steve Miller, Abracadabra.
Yeah, it's an instrumental.
All right, we're going to start off with this. It's called Stab Your Boss Bailey. Let's get it.
You get to go to heaven. I just hate you people.
Oh, you got a different song.
That's not Stab You?
That's the demon.
Oh, my bad. Fire me right now.
There we go.
It's getting spooky.
GMIX podcast.
I heat up, I can't cool down. My circle spinning around and round. Round and round and round it goes. Into the kitchen to drown my woes. Every time I do cocaine, can't understand a word I'm saying. Weren't you saying that you weren't a liar? Rusty blade stuffed inside of your eyeball. Abracadabra. Yeah. I wanna reach out and stab ya. Abracadabra. Yeah. I wanna stab ya. I go in wet, I go in dry. I wipe my blade off and then I get high. Keep me playing for your love, and you just might end up deep up. Abracadabra. Yeah. I wanna reach out and stab ya. Abracadabra. Yeah. I wanna stab ya. I'm feeling happy for your dad. I'm feeling sad I can't do it again. Psychoactive, decline on display. Drop some acid, watch that shit on replay. I orgasm when you die. I start to laugh when you start to cry. The part when you tried to get away, I threw you down and I kicked you in the face. Abracadabra. I wanna reach out and stab ya. Abracadabra. I wanna stab ya. Every time I do cocaine, can't understand the word I'm saying. Weren't you saying that you weren't a liar? Oh yeah, the consequences are dire.
Maybe I can demonstrate this record. some things you gotta do. Don't mean you have to like it.
GMIX podcast.
All right, so Boss Bailey, man, that's Stab You. That's an interesting name. How'd you come up with the name Boss Bailey?
I was just kind of just came to my head when the time came to need actually a backyard wrestling name, and then it just became my name with everything.
So you did backyard wrestling before you did music?
When I was in like high school, yeah, we used to like mess around in my backyard and just slam each other on the ground, do Royal Rumbles and all that shit. And it's actually an NFL linebacker too. So I had Madden. I was in probably like 7th, 8th grade, and that was a guy in the game, Boss Bailey. He's a linebacker. Just sounds like a rap name. I don't know. Well, backyard wrestling name and then a rap name.
It works, but your actual name is Jason, right?
Yeah.
Any relation to Jason from Friday the 13th?
No relation.
Yeah,
just
right.
in the first name, which might have some kind of meaning, but.
Got you. So where are you from?
I grew up in Johnstown.
You want this?
Yeah.
Johnstown.
Oh,
that's right. I think you told me that one time. That's and I got totally fucked it up and got mixed up with Cooperstown because I'm retarded like
same
that.
Thing.
Got you.
That's
And
awesome.
and you're in Albany now?
Yeah, I live right around the corner.
Copy.
Like I walk here every time. I could drive.
Yeah.
But I walk instead because I like walking.
Yeah, that's dope. So we local for you. How'd you start off doing music?
I remember writing songs back when I was little. Just like to come up with my own lyrics for stuff.
Yeah.
And then my brother and my cousin and just people I grew up with would make little songs where they would make fun of kids in my class and stuff.
Yeah.
Just joke songs and shit with the Rock Band microphone and Audacity. And we would just fuck around and make songs.
So that's where a lot of the concepts of your music come from, as far as is it more of a dark humor type of music? Or
That's just me.
It's just you, right?
It's just what I like. So I might not even intend something to be dark. It might start off as some happy party and shit, but wherever my mind goes, if I think something's funny or if I think something would work or I want to make a song about something, I just go like that, whatever I'm drawn to.
That's funny because you got some interesting concepts and stuff. What are some of your influences for music?
Just me, musically. I listen DJ Paul and Lord Infamous for some of the killing people stuff.
Yeah.
And I listened to a lot of Tech 9 when I was younger.
Got you.
And then some heavy metal. I mean, I listened a lot of 80s rock.
Uh-huh.
A little bit of everything, but mostly I listen to that kind of rap, Yellow Wolf and all kinds of shit that.
What's your favorite artist that's out right now?
That's out right now. Shit.
What's your favorite artist? Period. That in general.
Period. I told you before, Mushroom Head. I like them a lot. Heavy metal band from Cleveland, kind of obscure, but kind of not obscure.
Or I gotta queue up some of their music. I don't have any of their music on deck, but I definitely want to check that out. I'm gonna play the next track right here. This is called The Demon. You have any backstory on this one, or it's just a?
So when I was in college, when we used to get really fucked up, my friends used to call him or say I'm the demon or something, because I just my filter would be gone.
Yeah.
I'd just become a fucking lunatic. So
that's
kind of like that, and just going with it just.
So it's based off a true story, or is just in general?
Yeah, we'll say it's based
true
off
story,
a true
little
story.
fantasy mixed together.
A lot of fantasy. I don't even remember, but yeah.
All right, well, let's check it out. This is called.
It is what it is.
We're gonna see what it sounds like on GMIX podcast Halloween edition.
You get to go to heaven. I just hate you people.
Boss man, yeah.
Rain, fight over my neck. Still the same, you did your part. Snakes wiggle through my veins to keep me charged. If you ain't no dices, then keep me on. Fight over my neck. Still the same, you did your part. Can you give me what I came for? He thinks not. What I do and what I say is not my fault.
But you ain't convinced. I levitated to the ceiling, took a page from Lynch. Look to see who else I'm talking to, you shake.
Follow me until we're swimming in a lake that's red. Look around, this is certainly not what you imagine. Ain't no sugar plum prince to live alone in a cabin. If you need psychotherapy, then we can get at it. If you come for fairy tales, left with humming and static. Ha! Make me wanna change to win your heart. Make me wanna change to win your heart. Make me wanna change to win your heart. Throw it all away when I rip you apart. Ow. Make me wanna change to win your heart. Make me wanna change to win your heart. Make me wanna change to win your heart. Throw it all away when I rip you apart. Ow. Fight over my neck. Still the same, you did your part. Snakes wiggle through my veins to keep me charged. If you ain't no dices, then keep me far. Fight over my neck. Still the same, you did your part. Can you give me what I came for? He thinks not. What I do and what I say is not my fault. Persistence, insistence, you can fix this. What you missed is earnestness. It's so ominous, you're oblivious. It's so obvious. If you believe in God, you must believe that there's a side of him that leaves us flawed. Like when I stick a dope needle deep in my arm and keep repeating old patterns that just leave me to harm. Make me wanna change to win your heart. Make me wanna change to win your heart. Make me wanna change to win your heart. Throw it all away when I rip you apart. Make me wanna change to win your heart. Make me wanna change to win your heart. Make me wanna change to win your heart. Throw it all away when I rip you apart. Fight over my neck. Still the same, you did your part. Snakes wiggle through my veins to keep me charged. If you ain't no dices, then keep me far. Fight over my neck. Still the same, you did your part. Can you give me what I came for? He thinks not. What I do and what I say is not my fault. It's not my fault.
No, it's not gonna work. It's too late. What did I say? What did I say?
Comfort in the shade as night turns dark. See my tongue turn sharp, my eyes bulge out. Blood running down my cheeks, surrounds my snout. I've done 1,000,000 years of killing, it clouds my sprout. Make me wanna change to win your heart. Make me wanna change to win your heart. Make me wanna change to win your heart. Throw it all away when I rip you apart. Make me wanna change to win your heart. Make me wanna change to win your heart. Make me wanna change to win your heart. Throw it all away, throw it all away. Fight over my neck. Still the same, you did your part. Snakes wiggle through my veins to keep me charged. If you ain't no dices, then keep me far. Fight over my neck. Still the same, you did your part. Can you give me what I came for? He thinks not. What I do and what I say is not my fault. Fight over my neck. Still the same, you did your part. Snakes wiggle through my veins to keep me charged. If you ain't no dices, then keep me far. Fight over my neck. Still the same, you did your part. Can you give me what I came for? He thinks not. What I do and what I say is not my fault.
Alright, so I could definitely hear the metal influence on that track right there.
A little bit, probably, yeah.
And what the in the second, was it the second verse? You had me flip one of the words backwards.
Yep.
So it rhymed. What word was that?
Sinister.
Sinister. But it sounded like it rhymed with the other words before that was.
Yeah, because what you missed is, so the end of sinister, if you flip it backwards, would be S.
Yeah.
So it'll rhyme.
That was dope, bro. I remember that. That was a dope part of the record. Serious question though, have you ever killed anyone?
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously.
I thought he was gonna say no.
That's all you can ask about it though.
Alright. So let's keep it plain and simple. We'll move on to the next question. How do you get the beat selections for your songs?
That one was from some site my cousin sent me. Sometimes I just go through BeatStars and like I don't even listen to a lot of beats sometimes. I'll just listen to like 3 or 4 and one of them will jump out to me and I'll hear a song and I'll just do it and try not to like overthink too much. Like if I hear a song, I'll make it and then next week I'll do a different one and
so
some of them will be
to
good.
You, it's like whatever inspires you and then like it tells you like what you're gonna make to the song.
Yeah, I just hear something and then it becomes like all I really think about is that song until it's finished. And first verse on to the next one. I'll just like be listening to it in my head as I'm doing whatever.
Yeah.
I just hear it constantly.
So you've been putting a lot of tracks together. How many tracks? I don't even know how many, but it's been over 10, right? That we worked together on.
Probably like 20.
Is it 20 by now?
Probably.
That's crazy.
Around.
You putting together an album for all that, or you gonna do singles?
I just released 11 of them in an album. Well, I haven't even released all of them yet. I'm just like slowly putting them on the internet, and that's gonna be out. I don't know. I might get like some physical copies of it made or something, just to see how that all works, and then just keep making.
Well, let me know. I got a place in Harlem that'll print them up for you for a good price. So
okay.
Let me know if you do physicals. But yeah, everything's online nowadays.
Yeah.
What platforms did you drop the album on?
I put it on like DistroKid, so it puts it on.
Oh, it's on everywhere then.
Everything.
iTunes and Spotify and all the major ones.
Yeah, YouTube,
Amazon.
It's on SoundCloud, pretty much anywhere.
Word, that's dope. Who do you think would win in a fight between Predator and Michael Myers?
Predator. Not even close. Michael Myers. I think I would beat him in a fight.
I'm trying to get you mixed up and see if you thought it was the other killer dude.
No, I know exactly who everybody is.
I know, that's why I was gonna say.
Who? Jason?
No.
Freddy Krueger?
No.
Other killer dude.
What the fuck's his name? The Halloween guy.
That's Michael Myers. Halloween. Michael Myers.
No, Michael Myers. Who's the Michael Myers? That's the
There's also
guy.
like Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about him or Predator? Because it's still Predator.
It's still Predator no matter what.
Either Michael Myers. Anyone named Michael Myers. Predator fucked pretty much anybody up, period. He fucked up Alien, right? Like, I don't even remember who won that one.
I don't know either. That's why I've thrown these questions out there, because you might know these questions. I don't know.
Yeah, Predator.
It is Michael Myers. Both characters is Michael Myers. Michael Myers from the movie.
He's like Austin Powers.
And then there's Michael from...
Same name, yeah.
It's Michael Myers.
Yeah.
See, that's fucking with me too right now. That's crazy. But I guess you picked right. Predator, it is.
Yeah, you're not going to get me on that one.
Do you plan on doing any music videos for any of your songs coming up?
Yeah, definitely.
Which song you think would be the best one to do a video for?
I'm working on a video right now for Fuck Me.
Okay.
Which I think I sent you. I don't know if we're playing it. It's not really like scary. But
I think I missed it.
Might be scared of it.
Let me see if I could download it right now. Boss Bailey, fuck me.
I'm working on a video. And then for other ones too. I kind of want to do one for the Demon. I want to do like an animated one for the Blurriest George one, but finding someone to do like cartoon videos.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of hard to come by around here. There's just a lot of people do videos, but the actual animation's a whole nother level.
Usually I can like Google it, and I can't really come up with much. Like,
what about Fiverr or whatever? They don't have people on there or whatever.
They're all kind of like sketchy though. Like,
what's the one that you use to do your your female voices? Is from there? Right?
Fiverr.
Yeah. So,
and like artwork and stuff.
Yeah. But they don't have video people.
I've
never used the site, so I don't know anything about it.
They do, but they seem really basic, and I'd rather do nothing than something that's just a waste of money.
Yeah, I feel you.
To waste like $300 and it's just kind of lame.
Well, how would they do it anyways if they're an online internet company, and then like the people aren't really? I mean, they might be from Fiverr in the local area, but how would they fly out here to do the video, or how does that work? Like,
I never pursued it far enough to see.
See, that's what confuses me.
I was on like Freelancer, and they were sending me all kinds of like proposals for it, but I didn't go through with anything.
Yeah, just
they seem sketchy. Like, I was looking at the videos on their site, and nothing like for a video for that. It's very like graphic animation. Like that's not what they had on their site, so it didn't seem like it fit like what they were really trying to like sell me.
What's that? What's the thing that we used to do the cartoons playing around? It's Toonly. So there's a program Toonly, and we tried to mess around and make a cartoon for fun, and it's like, but it's made for business presentations. So like you could do like funny voices and stuff, but you can't do the actual like scenes that you want to do.
Just really if you want something stuff,
it's basic stuff like walking, standing, thinking. You know what I'm saying?
To like talk to at like a job seminar.
Yeah, basically that's what it's used for. But we twisted it up pretty good and got some results out of it. But
yeah, you could like take a little short clip from it and like do a loop or something for a music video. But
yeah, you could do that too.
Something you could probably use it for something, but
there's a program called Bender, I think, that we're looking into now. and that's free. It's actually open source. So, you know, if people actually have the ambition to learn it, you can make your own animated videos, but it seems really hard. That's coming from me, because I do Pro Tools and graphics and video and all that, but the animations, like, you gotta really...
I imagine it would be really complicated to actually do it yourself.
Yeah. So when you make your music, like, do you make stuff that you think other people will like, or you just don't give a fuck? And it's just whatever you feel like making?
I think I don't give a fuck because...
I don't give a fuck for 200, Robin.
I just feel like if I do anything other than just what I like and that's it, then it's not really gonna be any good. Because, like, how can I, like, make something that I don't know, you know?
Yeah. So back to my question before, it's like, is it more for dark humor, or is it more for shock value? Like, are you doing this is because you know it's gonna get, like, people be like, oh shit, or you just like, it's just funny and, you know, it's a dark humor? Because I'm into dark humor too, so I'm not even trying to, like, be like, oh, about dark humor. It's funny, you know what I'm saying?
No, I know, like,
it just takes a special breed to understand it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing it because I like shock value shit, or if it's just me and I just think it's funny and I like doing it. That's really what it comes down to. Like that Unborn song, I think that's the next one you were gonna play. That is some fucked up shit, but I just started thinking of it and I thought it was so funny. It was so funny to me, and like, yeah, people's reactions to it, because like the people that are like me and think it's funny, like, we really think it's funny.
See, like 2 years ago, I would have found the song more funny, but then I had a kid, and now, from that perspective, now when you hear it, it's like, that's kind of bad, but like, you know, only would have laughed. Like, you know, sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Again,
I'm not trying to, like,
can't be a pussy
make any, like, statements with it, you know? Like, I just thought it was so funny that I just had to do it, and I don't know, like, how people will react to it.
So who would you say your target audience is for your music?
Like me.
Like me? And
people like me.
How would you describe like me?
Just people that think it's funny, I guess. Like, you gotta just be able to take it for what it is. Yeah. And laugh at it. Like,
but I mean,
we can't laugh at it.
It's not like a Weird Al type of shit. It's a little.
No, exactly.
Well, let's play. What do we have next? Unborn. We played Bite Back already.
Nah.
I'm gonna play Unborn first, so we can get an idea.
We just kind of let into it. So
yeah. This is Unborn, Boss Bailey.
I'm sorry.
Check it out. See what you think.
We must attack it, dog. We must strike back at the enemy. Kill those hunt back. Jenny, she fucked a pretty penny. Did it plenty, but not much to prevent it. Unwanted pregnancy, so Jenny got planted. All loaded up with balls like a cannon. I tried to see how much cum I could cram in. Swimming up inside her stomach like a salmon. I'm a dickhead, I left Jenny hanging. Only thought of Jenny good for a banging. Now she's cursed with the child of a demon. I bet she wishes that she swallowed all my semen. Jenny wanted to take a trip to the clinic. Her best friend told her not to be a cynic. Keep it, everything happens for a reason. A few months later, the baby in her's fucking teething. Jenny goes, gotta get the procedure. Stuck the tube and sucked it out her butt, yeah, it was a tearjerker. Play with us, play with us, play with us, play with us. No, you gave us up, play with us, gave us up. Don't you love me, mommy?
That's my favorite part right there, the Don't You Love Me, Mommy?
Yeah, play with us, play with us, play with us, play with us. No, you gave us up, play with us, gave us up. Don't you love me, mommy? It's getting hard out here for a motherfucking fetus. Saw the end of the tube, then I vanished. Vacuumed out the womb, now the pregnancy's been vanquished. Hooray! Jenny went home and celebrated. I'm I'm a puddle, bunch of pus and blood dilapidated. Last thing I remember, I was in a tube, chillin', floating like potatoes in potato soup. All of a sudden, I'm inside a giant uterus. Start to crawl around and come to find there's quite a few of us. Here's a new one, another member of the army. Another kid who never got to live to watch Barney. Never got to go to school or learn to tie his shoes. So excited to be a human, then got kinda screwed. New recruit, the time is near for us to crash the portal. Go back to Earth and get revenge for having us aborted. Show you what it's like to have your little life extorted. Left me drowning in a jar with both my nuts distorted. Play with us, play with us, play with us, play with us. No, you gave us up, you gave us up. Play with us, gave us up. Don't you love me, mommy? Hard out here for a motherfucking fetus. Play with us, play with us, play with us, play with us. No, you gave us up, you gave us up. Play with us, gave us up. Don't you love me, mommy? It's getting hard out here for a motherfucking fetus. The angry fetus souls, they got their birthday when they ascended up through cracks from an earthquake. Sent to mom to celebrate together and break the bond that had been broken when mom had cut the tether. Jenny had just gotten home from O'Connor's, where she gone to drinking me some more would-be fathers. In the bedroom, readily conceiving. After this dude gets head, he's probably leaving. At the door, fetus greets him with a pitchfork, pokes out both his eyes and fills his head up full of dish soap. Up the stairs, you can hear me slipping up the steps. Slide across the floor and climb up top the fucking bed. Here's your baby shower, a tower of blood. Mommy cowers at the hour of the father and son. Here's your baby shower, a tower of blood. Mommy cowers at the hour of the father and son. Play with us, play with us, play with us, play with us. No, you gave us up, you gave us up. Play with us, gave us up. Don't you love me, mommy? Hard out here for a motherfucking fetus. Play with us, play with us, play with us, play with us. No, you gave us up, you gave us up. Play with us, gave us up. Don't you love me, mommy? It's getting hard out here for a motherfucking fetus. Play with us, play with us, play with us, play with us. No, you gave us up, you gave us up. Play with us, gave us up. Don't you love me, mommy? Hard out here for a motherfucking fetus. Play with us, play with us, play with us, play with us. No, you gave us up.
That's some crazy shit right there, bro. But musically is good though, you know what I mean?
I guess.
Again, it's got the metal vibe.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's not like you're off beat or out of tune or anything like that. It's just crazy music.
No, I like making music. So even if I'm trying to do fucked up shit, I'm trying to make music.
Yeah.
Because that's what I like doing.
It's dope.
Sound good.
I never noticed till I played all the tracks in sequence that they do have a real metal vibe to them, or a rock vibe more than a hip hop vibe.
Yeah, I think that's just me and my voice. What sounds like more natural to me.
Yeah. Have you ever done any rock music before?
No.
You ever tried or wanted
like
to?
with a band or anything?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, that'd be awesome. But no, I've never
if there's
tried.
any bands out there watching this, make sure you hit up Boss Bailey. He's trying to start a band.
Yeah, hit me up. Boss Bailey.
How many dead naked women do you have in your bathtub right now?
Right now, 3. They gotta go somewhere though. It'll be 0.
You better hurry up the interview so you can get home and you
can't
hide
just leave them there.
What was one of your favorite albums growing up?
One of my favorite albums, Absolute Power by Tech 9.
Got you. You just referenced the Tech 9 earlier.
Angelic. I got the ears on, so.
But there's 2 different Tech 9s, right? You talk about like the independent Tech 9.
I don't know if there's 2 different ones.
I think there is actually.
There's a gun. And he's a person too.
Definitely think there's a more underground Tech 9. He spells it different.
Is there like a reggae one?
I don't know. I just know that I've seen 2 and I got it mixed up one time, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I listened to Tech 9, like the regular one.
Yeah.
A lot when I was in like high school, middle school. And like I would just listen to his albums like over and over again.
Yeah. He's a dope artist too, because he's always stayed independent and he never signed a deal, so he could.
Yeah, he just makes a ton of money doing his own thing.
Yeah, and that's the type of like vibe you trying to go for with your stuff. Like, you're not worried about a deal. I'm gonna make what I like to make. You either fuck with it, you don't fuck with it.
Make whatever money I can make doing that.
Or
get involved in other stuff. Try to be more of like business minded.
Yeah,
but I like making music.
Get
so
some merchandise done. You know what I mean? You go. You know, honestly, it's a dope vibe because a lot of people aren't doing that lane. You know what I mean? So you could. It's kind of like a death metal rock, like you call it like murder rap or something. Like you could even make your own genre out of it.
Yeah, I think that's like the thing nowadays is like creating new genres or like mixing genres and shit.
Yeah,
because anyone can make music now. So it's so simple. You just do it all on the computer. You know, like you gotta like really do something different now.
Yeah, and you was telling me that you was recording yourself before you came here too, right? You used Cubase, or was it Cubase?
Not Pro Tools.
Oh, it was Pro Tools.
Yeah, I've had Pro Tools since like 2013.
Gotcha.
But I stopped doing stuff for a little bit. And then this year I've really just been doing a ton, and I've made probably like 50, 60 songs this year.
That's dope. And
like
you're gonna put them all into different LPs and like break them into projects?
I put out
or
like
just do the single
an album earlier, which was like 17 tracks.
That's a lot.
Before I started coming here.
Gotcha.
And working with you, like it sounds so much better that it's like I don't even really worry about that stuff. I'm just on to the next stuff. And
what platform you put the album out on? The same one you said earlier was DistroKid, right?
Yep.
And so it's on every platform. So people, if you look it up, you can go on.
It's on there, yeah.
Copy.
Yeah, there's some good stuff on there.
Definitely gonna check it out. If you could pick any artist to have a feature with, who would it be? That's a big one right there. You have a second to think too. You don't gotta just, you know what I'm saying?
Any artist to have a feature with.
Like if you could pick anybody, Marilyn Manson, who else is it? You know what I'm saying? Like if you could pick anybody, who would it be? You know what I'm saying?
DJ Paul.
DJ Paul.
Yeah.
I refresh me. I don't even know who DJ Paul is.
He's 3-6 Mafia.
Oh, okay, I got you now. Yeah. For some reason, I'm thinking he's an actual DJ.
If I could do a song with him and Lord Infamous, I think that would be my answer.
Dope.
But Lord Infamous is dead.
All
if you didn't know that, so.
Well, if you dig him up, he won't be anymore.
Yeah. Or use like some old
you could add
vocals he had, or we could dig him up. I mean, whatever.
Dig him up, throw him in the bathtub with the dead naked girls, and you know, make a feature album.
He doesn't belong there. Anyways.
Oh, I already asked you that shit earlier. We're moving right through these. Yeah. So what's your next step with your music besides you said you want to do videos and then the album, and did you plan on doing any shows, anything like that?
Yeah, hopefully. I don't have anything scheduled. But yeah, of course I would like to.
Yo, this shit right here giving me stupid cotton mouth. I don't have no drink. We got no setup time. None of that shit. Here. That's not coffee, bro. Don't.
There's coffee in it.
Oh, there is? Because I definitely smell liquor when I walk by you. So I'm like, yo, you put some liquor in a coffee cup. But that's probably you over here with the beer can.
No, it's both.
Yeah.
It's both. I got both in there.
That's like a coffee White Russian version, something.
Yeah. Grey Goose and coffee.
That's dope. Keep you up. This is like Red Bull.
Try to stay up right now. Can't be falling asleep.
So I didn't play Bite Back yet. That's one that I missed. And what's the other track you said? I don't know if I even downloaded it. I have 7 right here.
You only played 3 of them. So.
I know. I'm saying, you said there was another one that.
I Don't Need You.
I don't need. I do have I Don't Need You on here.
Yeah, you should play that one. That's the one everyone's singing.
That's the got you. Yeah, this is called I Don't Need You. Boss Bailey. You listen to GMIX Podcast Halloween Edition. We'll be right back.
GMIX Podcast.
Yes. No. Boss Bailey. Fuck me right now.
I don't need you. Seems to be the only time I see you. I don't need you. Seems to be the only thing I say. I don't need you. Still hard every day to admit, but I need to. I don't need you. I don't need you. Not like you'd wait for me, like I'd for you. Am I not human? Why am I confused? Sometime I can see your way, but I'll never get the chance to feel like anyone. Not like you wait for me, like I'd for you. Am I not human? Why am I confused? Sometime I can see your way, but I'll never get the chance to feel like anyone. You give me some of you like the sun, it tastes like punishment.
Russian girl?
The Russian girl from Tinder. No, Fiverr.
Thank you for being there.
I'd rather cut your neck than be your fucking friend. I'd rather cut your neck than be your fucking friend. I'd rather cut your neck than be your fucking friend. I'd rather drain your blood. I'd rather see you dead. I'd rather cut your neck than be your fucking friend. I'd rather cut your neck than be your fucking friend. I'd rather cut your neck than be your fucking friend. I'd rather drain your blood. I'd rather see you dead. I don't need you. Seems to be the only time I see you. I don't need you. Seems to be the only thing I say. I don't need you. Still hard every day to admit, but I need to. I don't need you. I don't need you. Not like you give me the time of day. Don't mind me turning your day to night. I'm a zombie enslaved to the things inside me. Try to get away, but I've got this virus. I'm in this pain, and so in this state I remain. All I know is to reflect back and give you the same thing. I can't bring myself to be better. I'll let you know when I can. Until then, it's I don't need you. Seems to be the only time I see you. I don't need you. Seems to be the only thing I say. I don't need you. Still hard every day to admit, but I need to. I don't need you. I don't need you. Not like you'd wait for me, like I'd for you. Am I not human? Why am I confused? And sometime I can see it your way, but I'll never get the chance to feel like anyone but me. Not like you'd wait for me, like I'd for you. Am I not human? Why am I confused? And sometime I can see it your way, but I'll never get the chance to feel like anyone but me. Money talks. Biatch.
That's a dope one right there. I was telling you earlier that one of my homies was out in the hallway when it was getting bounced out, and they was like, "Yo, is he?" Said, "I'd rather." What was it? I'd rather
cut your neck than be your fucking friend. I'd rather cut your neck.
Everybody around the studio have been saying that shit since.
Yeah. They should.
They fuck with it. See that dark
I'm not your
humor.
fucking friend.
But that song sounds like it stews from like a true story a little bit, or like a rejection type story to me. Like that's the vibe I get.
Yeah.
So it's basically like she's like, I'll be your friend, and I'd rather cut your throat than be your fucking friend.
Yeah, and it's not like literal. It's more like wrestling with like the demons in your head.
Yeah. So it's like this is going on, but inside your head, this is like.
Part of me is like, I don't need you. Part of me is like, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
And both sides are coming out in the song and like fighting for airspace.
That's dope.
Track time.
See, that's dope concept, bro. It's got like the storyline, everything like that. It's definitely like you got to listen to it. You can't just hear it. You know what I mean? It's something that if you pay attention to the lyrics and stuff like that,
you're supposed to. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's listening music, ladies and gentlemen. Listening music.
Yeah. Pay attention.
Let me see what I got for you. What are you dressing up for Halloween this year?
This, I guess. I got some face paint too.
Yeah.
So
what is that? That's a what do they call that thing? I need help. Minotaur.
Minotaur.
Is it a Minotaur, right? No.
Sure. I'm supposed to be like 75% horse, I think, if I'm a Minotaur or a bull.
That's what it is, right? The costume with the horns, or is it's a bull?
This is a
voodoo, Mardi Gras bull.
Mardi Gras. The
Mardi
mask.
Gras. Okay,
the mask is like some Mardi Gras. It's supposed to have like a wig or a hat like yours, actually, a fedora.
Word. Came
with it, and like some bone necklace.
Got you.
But I just bought the mask because I'm just doing my own version of it.
Got you. In your music, you talk about drugs. What's your favorite drug of choice, and why did you choose cocaine?
I was gonna say weed. Not cocaine.
I know, I was just doing that. And there was a couple tracks ago, you just talk about it. And then you talk about shooting dope. So I was like, this dude's way out there.
I talk about it all, yeah.
That's why I thought there was, liquor in your coffee cup.
Yeah, there usually is. This time of night.
Let me see what else I got for you. What's your biggest fear? Yeah, take a breath. Think about it.
Biggest fear? Getting tortured? I don't know. Like, that would really suck.
I'm just saying, like, some people fear losing their teeth. Some people fear
losing their teeth. Your biggest fear is losing your teeth.
That's some people's biggest fear. Like, people have nightmares.
If you're dead,
up, like, yo,
fuck matters if you have teeth or not.
Well, that's true.
So I'm thinking of dying, and what would be the worst way of dying? Slowly and painfully.
But if you don't fear death, then you know what I'm saying? I guess that's like thinking for why you're alive, one of your biggest fears, and then the other biggest fear would be, that wouldn't even be a biggest fear, that'd be more like, what's the worst way to die? You know what I mean?
Okay, so my biggest fear is the worst way to die.
So what would the worst way to die be? Torture?
Yeah, like getting your skin peeled off slowly,
or
dipped in lemon juice, and like have your fingers cut off and stuff.
Yeah, that would definitely suck.
I don't really want to get into the worst way, but
Well, so what's your favorite horror movie? Which is of all time? Like,
it changes a lot. Right now, I've been kind of infatuated with the second Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and it was kind of because I got clips from it for that song "Stab Ya," and I like watched the movie, and it's actually really sick. And I wish they made movies like that nowadays, but
they do. They made like
sick.
37,000 Texas Chainsaw Massacres.
Yeah, but they suck now.
So
all of them suck.
I remember the first one. I think was the one where I can't get that scene out of my head. But the dude opened the door and he whacked him with the hammer, and he just laid there and it was like.
And then he slams the door.
But he was
that's like
there,
iconic.
Just the fact that he was like, after getting whacked with the hammer, he's sitting there convulsing on the ground. Like they didn't just whack him with the hammer; they showed him like seizure and his the hit. Like those movies was always
the graphic shit's cool, but like the second one's cool because it's like funny. Like I love the like dark humor kind of stuff, if you couldn't tell.
No.
So when you add that to it, like the second one, it was actually, you should see it because it's in a like radio station.
Okay, I don't think I ever saw the second one. I remember
Probably
the original, and I know I've seen a few, but I never know which one I'm watching.
Yeah,
because they're all like kind of the same theme. But I remember the original.
They did that with all the fucking series like that. Like eventually they just start putting out generic shit that
it's just watered down. It's the same storyline, different actors, updated like
just
production. The production looks great, but the storylines is trash.
They're just using the name to sell it and giving you like a story based on it, but
that's it.
It always sucks.
It's just I think don't they like sell them in franchises like they do with like Spider-Man and like Iron Man, like all the. Like our Batman, they did a franchise, and then like when Christopher Nolan directed it, it was dope, and then they passed it on to another company.
Everyone's just trying to do it.
They buy out the franchise, and then they remake all the same fucking movies, give them different titles.
Just know what's gonna sell, so they do their version of it.
It's a little twist, but do they think they do that with like Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
For sure.
Yeah.
But like the reason it's good in the first place is because of the people that made it in the first place. Like you can't just. You know, like if someone else uses that franchise, like it doesn't mean that it's gonna have the same like effectiveness.
No, I know they can ruin it. I've seen a lot of franchises ruined, and a lot.
It's almost impossible to even like duplicate the whole like vibe of the
original nostalgia.
The reason it's so good is because that person was like so good at making that style of movie. You know, like.
Well, like, plus if it was an original too, and it came out, and it like, because you know when they do the remakes, they just keep remaking it. But if it was an original movie and it's the first time, like I remember the first time I saw Batman in the movie theater, you know what I mean, it was the first time you ever seeing it, so whatever they put in your mind for that image, besides the comic books and stuff that came out before that, that's what you remember it as. So anything after that's like a change, you know
right?
I mean?
Yeah, you're never gonna get that,
but that
like, new feeling to it.
Yeah, so like that's what I'm saying about with the Texas Chainsaw. I've seen a bunch of them, but I can't remember any of them but the first one. Maybe a scene or two, you know what I'm saying? But the actual storyline and the kids they wandering into the house and this is where they lived at, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
they don't make them like funny. Like,
well, there's some that's some horror movies that are comedy. Scream is kind of like a comedy a little bit.
Scream? I haven't seen Scream in a while.
Dewey, the sheriff guy, and I mean, not like a comedy, but it was upbeat, and then it was like.
You're not talking about Scary Movie, are you?
No, that's the comedy they based off of all of them. But I'm talking about like even Scream. It was like a pop movie, you know what I mean? And then with just a slasher, it wasn't really. I guess because they made fun of it so much, I kind of like distinguished that with a funny.
That's all I can think of a Scary Movie when you say that.
Well, Scary Movie was like one of the best. So I've watched that 1,000 times.
Yeah, everyone's seen that.
Yeah,
1,000 times.
1,000 times. And then they sold that. Then they sold that franchise to National Lampoons, and it was trash.
Oh, like the Club Dread and.
No, the whole Scary Movie. So 1 and 2, and maybe 3 were done by the Wayans brothers, right? And then they flipped it, and they sold the franchise to National Lampoons, which is the people who made like Naked Gun and all those movies. And then you know that girl. That white girl that's in all their movies, the
blonde, or is she blonde?
She changes it up, but like that girl that with the funny face, and she's in all. She was in Scary Movie.
She's like the main character and all.
One of them, yeah. So she was like one of the only casts that stayed, but then the rest was changed out. Charlie Sheen was in it. Well, Charlie Sheen was from Naked Gun, which was the ripoff of Top Gun.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? You don't know what I'm talking about.
I've never seen Naked Gun.
Naked Gun was like a spoof movie from National Lampoons. They did a bunch of other too. They that they picked on. You know what I'm saying? Like different movies. So once they bought out the franchise for Scary Movie, it wasn't the same no more. So like if you watch like 3, 4, 5, they're like really cheesy. Opposed to like the first two that were pretty good.
But they're still selling because people, anything with that concept, once they like become obsessed with it.
But then they did 1,000 other movies just like that. You know what I mean? Where they did the one that they ripped off the Paranormal Activity movie and
those shits were so Haunted House.
I don't remember all the names specifically, but yeah.
Those were great, actually.
Word. I'm going to play another track, and I'm going to ask you, what's up with Blurriest George, bro?
Yeah, that's a good question. Really good question.
Do you know the answer? Is it just a fantasy track?
It was just something that came into my head, and kind of like everything I do. Just something that came into my head, and I just made a song about it.
Word.
I was like, I need a song about, like, as far as like the direction it went into, like that was just as, first I get the concept and I find the beat. Mm-hmm. I'll maybe have like 2 bars or something in mind, and then I'll just go from there and just whatever I think is funny.
Yeah.
It's usually what I think is funny.
See, Tony fuck with it too because I told you he came out the studio. He's like, this dude talking about monkeys fucking and all this shit. And I'm like, what the hell? I think that might have been one of the first tracks you did here.
It was like
that first or second.
I think the first time, and then the second time Tony wasn't here, so maybe it was the second time Tony like did something with me.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, my bad. I'm getting calls and shit. I'm trying to turn that off. All right. So you said it was the second time you came through?
Second time Tony was there when I came through.
All right, dope. I'm gonna play that track real quick. This is Blurriest George. You didn't send this to me. Is there a reason why you didn't send it to me, or?
I thought, you said Halloween stuff, and that was like summertime, like jungle.
It's the summertime anthem. Oh, I'll play it for you real quick.
This is George. George is a little monkey, and all monkeys are curious. But no monkey is as curious as Blurriest. He lives in the house of the man with the yellow hat. There's some George in this house, 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 there's some George in this house. Here's a story about a curious champ who had to save his fair maiden from her furious pen. His maiden was a lemur and her pimp was a bandit. Her pimp smacked her in her bulging eye and screamed, stand still while I rape you. How the fuck you gonna play around and date champs? You'll take my 8-inch monkey pecker, don't you ever disrespect me and give a simp champ neck free. I'll flex these nuts in your face. The only way you're giving monkey sex away is if I say and get my fucking pay. As punishment, I'm gonna run a train with these other pimps and fuck your brains out until your body goes limp. He goes in for the kill, but Blurriest rolled in, blunt rolled up in his damn tail. Bow and arrow popping off on top of fucking ostrich. He puts a knife to mandrill pimp's throat as he takes him hostage. All the other pimps scatter, it doesn't matter, cause they just ran right toward a lair of lurking death adders. As for the lemur, she's free to run into the jungle until one day again she trips and takes a little stumble. Now unconscious in a pit of hyenas. It's Blurriest again, he comes in like a furry John Cena. He's lighting up the dogs with his primal fists of fury, and they can't get him cause he can't be seen, he's just too blurry. He's always worried about the lemur, so he breaks his femur, fending off the lemur from the hungry hyenas. They escape, but she leaves him with his vicious brain. Her father was a lemur, but her mother was a snake. Blurry's leg takes a couple years to heal, just in time to see the lemur kidnapped by electric eels. Blurry comes in stomping with the rubber boots through the swamp to find out that the eel and lemur are in cahoots. It was a trap, and Blurry got zapped. Woke up down the river where the crocodiles nap. Blurry had to swim for his life, but he lost his arm. A branch that overlooked the bank was his only lucky charm. Back on shore, Blurry keeps on coming back for more. Keeps on searching earth, it's why we call him Blurriest George. Fell in love with a puma until she gouged his left eye out and left him for the zoo. Such a punch in the gut, you think that George will give up? Then you don't know, Georgie grabs a sword in the Dutch. Long story short, George was back in the trees with his prosthetic arm until he fell and blew out both his knees. As he crawled, cried in agony and dragged his legs through the jungle till he came upon some hatching eggs. Tiny lizard appetizers, George might have a snack. Until he turned and saw that mom was right behind his back. There's some George in this house, 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 there's some George in this house. Yes, George,
GMIX podcast.
That right there is some real acid trip type music. You sure that wasn't inspired by like an acid trip?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Part 3.
So walk me through the story of Blurry as George real quick though. So
he's a monkey, and he has a crush on a lemur, and the lemur keeps getting into all kinds of trouble. So he keeps trying to save the lemur, and he's doing it, but he keeps getting hurt in the process. Finally, the lemur fucks him over for the last time, and he moves on to a puma who ends up attacking him and then gets sent to the zoo. So I guess somehow he must have been around and he got away, but then the safari people took that puma. So George just keeps doing his thing, and then he's swinging through the trees. He falls, breaks his leg. He's crawling through the woods. I guess when a monkey breaks their leg, you don't really go to a hospital. You just have a broken leg and kind of just deal with it.
you have to set it yourself with a piece of wood and some straps.
Yeah, he must have done some like Bear Grylls shit.
Word.
And then he ends up getting eaten by a crocodile at the end.
And that's the end. But then you have a part 2 for Blurry as George.
Yeah, so he didn't get eaten. He gets away. And then I was thinking maybe you should play part 2, but I didn't send it to you. So
yeah, I don't have it on deck right now.
You're going to have to look it up on SoundCloud or YouTube.
So it's on SoundCloud then.
Spotify.
What's your SoundCloud link, by the way? So people know what to look for.
Boss Bailey.
Boss Bailey.
Yeah.
How you spell that again?
Boss, B-O-S-S, Bailey, B-A-I-L-E-Y.
Copy. I'm gonna play this Bite Back one too, and then we're gonna get into some more questions. You got any backstory on this record?
No.
No? Did you just escape? Show everybody your handcuff real quick so they can see what's been jingling around the whole episode.
Yeah, that's what you're hearing.
Huh? No, they've been seeing it. I don't know what they've been
I've showed it a few
I'm
times.
over here playing music.
Yeah, Bite Back. Yeah, it's just a song about flirting.
Flirting?
Yeah.
All right, let's check it out. This is Bite Back, Boss Bailey, GMIX podcast, Halloween episode.
GMIX podcast.
I'm very sorry, man. There's nothing I can do. You've lost too much blood. It's just not possible.
Does it sound scary? Does that excite ya? Chew me up and spit me, now you're on the right track. Little fight in the night when you bite back. Little fight in the night when you bite back. Sink your teeth in me, you I like it like that. Chew me up and spit me, now you're on the right track. Little fight in the night when you bite back. Girl, I hope you love me and just don't know it. Never put someone above me, but you just won't show it. Can't go on without me, and you just keep going. Every moment that you doubt me, the tension is growing. Every minute we're away, getting closer to break the iceberg with the right words, slicing the cake. Cleaned up all the clutter, now we open the chest. What's inside, you decide, I can't lie, I'm upset. She's a hungry super freak, you just gotta suck it out of her. Bite down on her jugular, now she calls me Vladimir. Lust in her eyes, she's got my eyes in her head. What you wanna do, vampires rise from the dead? Come on, I think I like ya, I think I might bite ya. Does that sound scary? Does that excite ya? Chew me up and spit me, now you're on the right track. Little fight in the night when you bite back. Little fight in the night when you bite back. Sink your teeth in me, you I like it like that. Chew me up and spit me, now you're on the right track. Little fight in the night when you bite back. She wants a nightcap, so I stab her in her chest, reach inside her, rip her heart out and bite that. Take a chunk right out her ventricle, a I chew on her aorta, her that fights black. You could chew me too. I know it's not the kind of date that you would usually do. Liver like juicy fruit. She ate my brains, then I came. She said, whoop-de-doo, let's see if you can sustain through all this pain I'm about to put you through. Now you get it, my Medusa when I split it. She decapitates me, I deplete it rubber liquid. I'm her giant squid, she's my mountain lion. Couple coyotes rip apart your carcass in the nighttime. I think I like ya, I think I might bite ya. Does that sound scary? Does that excite ya? Chew me up and spit me, now you're on the right track. Little fight in the night when you bite back. Little fight in the night when you bite back. Sink your teeth in me, you, I like it like that. Chew me up and spit me, now you're on the right track. Little fight in the night when you bite back.
Let's go, my darling. We need more flesh.
Money talks.
It's like a horror love song.
Yeah, it's kind of like a happy song.
Like a horror love song.
Like, she's happy.
Are you happy listening to it? She's fucking with it. I'm telling you, bro. It's got a vibe to it. You know what I mean? It's almost like a movie type music. You know what I'm saying? They got stories to them and a theme. So you know what I mean? It's like watching a horror movie but listening to it.
Yeah.
And that's probably why all the songs are like 5 minutes long, because it's like 3 verses.
That's because the beats I get are 5 minutes long.
So you just write to the end of them. You don't say, hey, maybe he could just chop the beat right here when I'm done with it.
There's been a few times I've done that.
'Cause I noticed that a lot of your tracks are long, and then I talk about on a lot of the other podcasts that tracks be short now. You know what I mean? Everybody's making like,
because people got short attention spans. There's a lot of stuff out there.
yeah. So you think that for the type of music you make, people have more of an attention span to listen because it's a storyline?
I have no idea. I just do it because
I just do what the fuck I want.
There's more to the song that I need to keep going.
Or, nah, I hear you. So do you have a criminal record, or you just haven't been caught yet?
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
No, that's too iffy.
I haven't been caught yet, and I have a criminal record. Not a serious
criminal
one.
record for petty larceny. And
Yeah. I've never really murdered anybody, okay?
No, I know. I'm just
admit it.
fucking with you, bro.
Maybe.
Or
Not admitting to anything on the air right now.
And I was saying too, you should start your own genre of rap called murder rap. 'Cause I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many genres of music now, even with rap music. Like, if you go and try to put a song up, they have like hyphenated, like 30 different types of rap now.
I can't find a genre for mine.
That's what I
it
mean.
always comes down to like hip hop rap, but it's like it's nothing like any of the shit that's in there. And then it's not like any rock.
Yeah.
So
But that's
I
what I'm
kinda
saying.
do me too.
If you made your own genre, you know what I mean, of music and pushed it as like marketing it that way, you could probably pop like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like with Tech Nine, like, you know what I mean? He's got his own lane, and he doesn't, conform to whatever the industry's doing. He just does what he does. So you did the same thing and say, hey, I don't fit in any of these categories, and this is what my music's called.
That's kind of what I'm going for.
One day you might see it on SoundCloud when you go to upload your song. It'll say murder rap or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You decide to call it.
Yeah, it just kind of like started happening with like the murder rap thing. Like I didn't even really intend to start doing that.
Yeah.
Just started, like I did a few songs like that. I feel like I should keep going with it though.
I'm saying like it got my attention.
Like the murder rap thing.
Like, I recorded 1,000 tracks a week, so when people come in and then there's this one thing that sticks out, and it's like everything else is auto-tune sing music or
I'll never do that.
Rap,
a little bit here and there.
Yeah, I mean, I
like the auto-tune sound, but
maybe you could make a sensual seduction R&B sing rap.
I think we should do that next. Something like that, but my style.
Yeah. I mean, we could pull it off. You probably have to. Oh no, you do record. I was gonna say you record at home, but no, you record here. I get mixed up.
Better
bro.
if I do.
Yeah, if
better
you
if I record
it.
here.
We put the auto tune on first. We could definitely get that going for you.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really sing that well either.
Right. So, what's your opinion of the worst Halloween candy? What do you think the worst Halloween candy is?
Cyanide, rat poison.
That's not
fentanyl.
Check this podcast for needles when we're done with it.
Yeah, again, the worst. You ask for extremes, you're going to get extremes.
Vodka in the coffee and needles in the podcast. Just be careful.
Candy corn sucks too.
Candy
That's
corn.
what you were looking for.
I'm looking for just something. Yeah, you could have said Twix.
Blow
candy
pops.
corn.
I don't know. I like Reese's peanut butter cups.
Anybody notice that Twix has changed though? They're not the same Twix they used to be. Do you ever have like?
They got like 7 different kinds.
No, not even the different kinds. The original Twix, like something's different about it.
I haven't noticed.
No, maybe it's
I don't
just
eat
me.
Twix enough.
I don't either, but I had one like recently, and I used to like Twix, and then I had one. I'm like, this isn't the same as it used to be. I think they changed like the cookie or something.
It'd be really hard for them to make me not like Twix.
I don't know, bro. It's like something. The more I feel like the more they fuck with our food, the more like chemicals it tastes. Like the old Twix was like caramel, cookie, and this and that. This one's like caramel,
I think
cookie.
there's even more chemicals in Twix than there was before.
Yeah, I think they keep cutting the shit with fucking stuff to like
artificial sweeteners and stuff.
Things that's cheaper for them to produce it.
Oh,
but they could charge us the same price and think that we don't notice the difference. But I definitely notice they fuck with Twix. There's a couple other candies too. I could tell a difference. Even Reese's cup, like the peanut butter's not the same.
It's like everything. The movies, the candy. It all just gets watered down.
Or what's your opinion on the Mandela effect? You think that exists?
I haven't experienced it.
Well, how old are you? Like
29.
29. So yeah, you're a little older. So
Nelson
you
Mandela,
know what it is,
right?
then you remember like some of the.
Everyone thought Nelson Mandela died in prison, but then turns out he was alive, and everyone's like, "No, I swear to God, he died."
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember that detail as much, but like the Berenstain Bears. They had that, and then, and then it says the Berenstain.
Why isn't it the Berenstain Bears effect? Why is it the Mandela
Well, the Mandela
effect?
was, I guess, the biggest one because it was publicized on TV, so people can say, "Oh, like they remember watching it on TV."
Yeah, they probably lied on TV.
They do. They lie on TV all the time. But then they had the other ones, like the Fruit of the Loom. And when I was a kid, I distinctly remember. You never heard of that one?
No.
What's that thing called? That they put in the back. It's like a little cone thing. I don't know what it's called, but the old logo used to have that in there, and that disappeared. And then there's a bunch of other ones too. Because I just started looking into that recently. I saw something about the Mandela effect, so I'm kind of new to it. But I'm like, I was looking at all the comparisons. Like Febreze used to be spelled with like 2 E's and one.
See, these aren't things that I can like pinpoint in my brain, remembering Febreze having 1 E or something.
You can't, but that's what I'm saying. But people do, or people have old stuff in their house that they found that's like, like antique, and it's like the Berenstain Bears was spelled Steen, and that, you know what I'm saying, print.
I had those books,
but they said that's what I'm saying. But when you were a kid,
I don't remember how many.
You don't remember how it was
were in there,
spelled, but I remember it was
really.
TIEN. And everything else says it's STAIN, like stain. So that's what fucks with me, because I remember that, and I was like, it was Berenstain. It always was.
There's no way it was A.
There's no way it was an A, but everybody
could have been EI.
That's
you
what
think it was IE?
Well, Steen, however you want to.
EI, I would think.
Is Steen. So or EI.
Stein if it were IE.
But the books that's out that people have pictures of say Stain, STAIN. So that's where the Mandela effect comes in, is people remember
those
one
are
way.
fake books.
I'm telling you right now that they said
Berenstain Bears. See, I know it wasn't Berenstain Bears.
They said that it was never Berenstain Bears. It was always Berenstain Bears, and that's what the whole fact is that it's like you're fucking lying, because I remember from a kid, but I don't have a book. You know what I mean? I don't have anything to show for it.
You just have your memories.
And then if you go online and you look it up and you try to Google, well, the difference between the two, there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff saying that this Berenstain never existed as a Mandela effect. So that's kind of some spooky shit for Halloween right there for you.
Why would I call it Berenstain Bears if it was spelled like that, though? That's what I don't understand.
Well, that's how we pronounced it, but then...
Like back then, to me, it was the Berenstain Bears. So if it were spelled Stain, I would think I would have pronounced it
understandable,
Stain.
And that's how I feel too, but
it doesn't make sense.
That's what they say. And I'm not making it up. This is like what they're saying. If I Google it right now, it would say that there was never a Berenstain with an I and E or E or I. It was always AIN. And that's just kind of trippy.
That is freaky.
But you know what they say is they say that there's two parallel universes going at the same time, and that things get fucked up. And we don't realize when things switch from universe to universe that are slightly different. But I don't know. That's a conspiracy theory.
I don't see why not.
That's enough for another day. I'm gonna play the next track from you. This is called Chameleon.
Yeah. Play it.
I'm gonna get into this. Chameleon, Boss Bailey, GMIX podcast episode, Halloween edition.
GMIX podcast.
1,000 million more miles to go. Been looking since a child, can't find the road, but even so, sometimes I smile. Poke that hole right through my soul. I got a couple dozen million more miles to go. Been looking since a child, can't find the road, but even so, sometimes I smile. Racing and I'm running in place. I want your eyes on me while I hide my face. I'm the kind of guy who's got style and grace, but only at the times I'm alive. Teacher, you can keep your book. If all else fails, I would be a scheming crook. Before I use trigonometry to feed my kids. Shit just ain't for me, look, now I need my meds. Pacing and I'm pacing, going back and forth. You should see the kind of shit that I see in the dark. Sometimes I need company and so I call whores. Sometimes I take a ride through the park. When I was 13, swear I saw ghosts. But the funny thing is, I was looking at me. People wrote it off as a thoughtless hoax, but here, take a look, what do you see? Danger is everywhere, death and deception, and you expect me to sit back and just let them? I got these thoughts but don't know where to direct them or how to project them, so I sit and protect them. Poke that hole right through my soul. I got a couple dozen million more miles to go. Been looking since a child, can't find the road, but even so, sometimes I smile. Racing and I'm running in place. I want your eyes on me while I hide my face. I'm the kind of guy who's got style and grace, but only at the times I'm alive. Change her, feel me? Tell she don't love me. Hollow by nature. Chameleon. Wouldn't bother to save her. Not a good listener. Swear I don't miss her. Sweating in the kitchen, smoking coke, I get a blister. Letting all these Beatles eat my body, they're my sisters. Fixing up a rig, I hit the thing and my head turns into a twister. Pick a letter, A to Z. Pick a number, 8-3. You might see me on TV, but won't be on Blues Clues. If I'm on the news, it's cause I've been driving, drinking boo. Coming through, can't block the king. Lit my fuse, shake your shoes, till my cock's in a sling. King Croc with your bitch at the Hilton Gardens. In Egypt by the Sphinx, it was built by Martians. I'm a heartless predator. I'm the man in the mirror. Evil, dark, non sequitur. I'm my own worst fear. Everybody's always moving weird. I'm in the woods, no shoes and a spear. Try to keep mosquitoes out of my ear, but they chew through the cartilage moved in my beard. Poke that hole right through my soul. I got a couple dozen million more miles to go. Been looking since a child, can't find the road, but even so, sometimes I smile. Racing and I'm running in place. I want your eyes on me while I hide my face. I'm the kind of guy who's got style and grace, but only at the times I'm alive.
And that was probably one of your more normal tracks right there. A little, I think, in a way.
Yeah, it was before I got into like just openly killing people in songs.
In the song,
I didn't really always do that. I kind of just evolved.
So you have more normal music out there then? That's less murdery.
Yeah, I don't know if I call it normal, but
well, you know what I mean. Like more like I get. It's hard to put a to put a tag on it. You know what I mean? Because it is.
It's all different, like weird beats and
I guess it's the beat
concepts.
selection too. You know what I mean? It gives you that dark vibe, and then once you put the dark lyrics on it, it seems evil. You know what I mean?
It's a little evil. So my first the album I put out before was called The Volcano.
Yeah.
And the first song was about how there was like a volcano that ended the world, and I was like someone who was alive back then, and I died, but they like kept my spirit.
Okay.
It was really strange, but I didn't kill anybody in it.
Is that? It kind of reminds me of the part 2 from Blurry's George a little bit, isn't it? Or went to another.
Yeah. That was about the pyramids.
The pyramids. I remember something similar though. Not you know. Just
so okay. Blurry's George ends up getting abducted by aliens, and then they build him a pyramid. And makes no fucking sense.
Pyramid, the volcano. I don't know.
Yeah, I just felt like
I'm trying to follow all this. I'm in the studio, I'll be lit, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this song right now? Because I'll be listening when I'm mixing. I'm not just like mixing the song and I'm in another place. I'm listening because that's how I'll be adding the effects.
That's how you know how to throw in the baby crying effects.
Baby crying, the girl screaming, the knife slashing, you know what I'm saying? But you did the chainsaws yourself, so I can't even take credit for the chainsaws. That's all you. And you said that was from the Texas Horror Story movie samples, right?
Yeah, and some from Hellraiser. And there was some from Friday the 13th in there, too.
Dope. So you just mastered all of them?
Yeah. Yeah, I like them all. I like all the, like, first few movies of each of them.
Yeah. Well, that's how it always is. I mean, at least with a lot of horror buffs, too, they say the same thing. It's like, the originals are better. I mean, even with all movies, usually the originals are better, unless they sell the franchises like what they did with Batman, and it came out with that Christopher Nolan versions that were really good, and they just totally they made that dark. You know what I mean? I hate to keep going back to Batman, but it's just for some reason that's the best representation I have. They made it dark. They went from being like Batman. It was kind of corny a little bit, and then they took it and twisted it into more of a drama.
It was different.
Yeah. So I like the second the Batman with what was his name who played it? The dude he played in American Psycho too. Christian Bale.
Oh,
you ever seen American Psycho?
No.
No, that's definitely one you want to check out. It's like a Wall Street business guy, and he's like, he's got money, he's got it all, but he likes to kill people on the side.
It's not the same as Psycho, right?
No, it's American Psycho.
Psycho was the one from like the 60s.
No, this
that was like
from
the original slasher movie, right?
This one I think it's 90s or 2000s. It's Christian Bale, the same dude who played Batman.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been playing Psycho. So yeah.
No, Psycho was Norman Bates, wasn't it? With the hotel?
Yeah,
okay.
I haven't seen either of them.
No, American Psycho. And then they made a sequel to that with a girl as a killer too. But that again, the original one was good, and then the sequel was like they're just trying to
pour it out.
Yeah. They tried to switch it up enough, but it was like the same type of thing.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much all the questions I have for you. I appreciate you coming out. I appreciate you doing the Halloween episode. Before you go, shout out all your social networks and places so people can find your music and any other shout out you got.
Yeah, Boss Bailey on Fishhook. Boss Bailey and Fishhook on Facebook. So on Facebook, it's Fishhook.
Fishhook.
And then everything else is Boss Bailey. So like SoundCloud, YouTube.
Gotcha. So it's real simple.
Yeah, real simple. And I'm just gonna be putting other stuff out. You'll see it. So,
got you. So subscribe, Boss Bailey, and then Fish Pound on Facebook.
Fishhook.
Fish Pound is the email. See, I'm getting shit twisted up, bro.
Yeah, but remember that too.
Fishhook, Fish Pound, and Boss Bailey. All right, bro. I appreciate you coming out.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
All right.
Money Talks. Biatch.